Beautiful rising, beautiful rising. This is Empress Chakra Wanda, and I'm reaching out just to say good morning, beautiful rising, Ashe, to my clients, dear clients. I had started somewhat of a podcast, if you will, just a series of videos and information as I was highly motivated, right? Highly motivated. Y'all know me, my clients know me. By attending a very important conference, a hair loss conference back in October of 2024. I would like to say I was divinely led to that conference. It was a series of events that occurred where I was made aware of something very important that affects Black women. And that is what we do with our hair, our skin, you know. So I ended up attending the second conference organized by the Strand Network, Stylist Training, Research, and Networking with Dermatologists. And the network was put together from a simple conversation, from what I understand, between a natural hair care professional in the industry for, I think, over 40 years, and a leading dermatologist, a melanin dermatologist. And what I learned at that conference was 3 days. We were shut in for 3 days. You couldn't even go to, unless you could break till you go to the bathroom, okay? It was very organized, and I was highly blessed and impressed with the coming together of professionals that have a heart to lift up and pay attention to what is happening in our community, affecting our melanin women, affecting us as melanin people, period. And it has to do with what has been hidden or what has not been revealed in products, hair care products, hair, synthetic hair. Look, any hair that has to be processed, product put on our scalp, our skin. I walked away from that conference just in a daze. It took me 3 days to get it together because I'm working with this stuff, you know. And the personal hit for me was I've been in this business for 12 years, specifically doing crochet braid protective styling, right? And after the first 2 years, there were tumors that showed up in my lymph glands and behind my nose. They really couldn't define what it was. 2 different type of tumors. I'm not saying it was from me touching it, but here's the deal, you know, right? When you, just in general, you're working in your career and all of a sudden you realize that what you've been working on has been deemed as hazardous, you feel some kind of way. I'm telling you, when I came back, I was about ready to say, oh, heck to the no, I'm shutting this thing down. But the main thing in me was like, well, wait a minute, what about my clients? I am a client too. You know what I'm saying? Over the years, I've been a client. I'm a Black woman. And, you know, once we know about a thing, that's it. This is bigger than just me experiencing it. It's bigger than, it's huge. The Strand Network. Go to the Facebook page, go to the Instagram page. They're delivering content that's palpable and easy, you know, to clearly understand. They said on that stage, look, we've tried to address this issue with the big companies and they ignored us. So now we're going to the front line. Those of us that literally see potentiality of hair loss in the beginning. See, you are our clients. But then when you go to the dermatologist, you a patient by that time. The statistics are this: 50% of Black women have hair loss. And for y'all that don't have, your hair is healthy, you know, you're wearing whatever, okay, not knocking it, because we here as professionals in here to help, you know. And most of the times we are your therapist too, a hairapist. You know what I mean? We have to work within our scope of practice, you know, but it's not regulated. Every state's not requiring regulation as far as products or even in the industry. Look, okay, I ain't trying to shade nobody's business, but for, you know what? No, we ain't doing that. When I came back from that conference, it took me 3 days to get myself together. I called one of my, most of my loyal clients who understand the passion that I have to add value to my clients. You know, we discuss what you know, any new trends coming out. They say, Miss Wanda, I want to try this hair. I said, let's do our research. You know, now we know about this. So beginning January 1, I was like, oh, we got to watch this hair. And to tell you the truth, look, even if you do that, synthetic hair is made of certain materials. So the best that we could do is, you know, wash it for the coating. And what I'm implementing now, because now I'm seeing another article that just came out July 17th, where this attention to this is on the Congress floor, but it's being delayed or detained by guess who? Okay, so there's 4 proposals out there to push for the industries that make these products to have disclosure of what the products are made of, and all kinds of, y'all gotta check it out. Google it. Google it. I'm gonna put it up under here, the title of the latest article. When we left that conference, I got certified by the Strand Network, medical level training, making us aware of the impact to our health and resources to use. See, it's not hard to wash the hair, but just be aware too that it's still certain you know, so I've changed my protocol even more. I'm requiring all hair to be washed, okay? Because how much human hair really is there? Okay, that's another subject. Okay, then also I'm using a net. I'm gonna offer a net. I have a lightweight net. I offer a net. There's a way to put it there so it's revealed, so that, you know, look, I'm sorry, we're gonna have to step it up. I'm choosing to step it up. I'm not alarmed that this is happening to impact my business financially. Oh, heck to the no. We're gonna make lemon out of lemonade. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna focus on communicating these changes, these updates to my clients on my platforms, right? And if anybody else sees that, then that's wonderful. I ain't challenging no other stylist, no other company, no nothing. We need a village at this point. But all the other things that are going on in our country, and then when you drill it down, which is not a long drill, to the impact to us as melanin people, we've been consuming too long. That's Mama Wanda. I ain't got no bells and whistles. I ain't coming up here, you know, gotta have the right mic and all of that. I'm talking to you. I talk to you just like I'm talking to my clients. I talk to you just like I'm talking to my baby girls. Huh? I be thinking about the children. Huh? From the conference, recently, the type of things that are happening at the conference, and again, Facebook, the Strand Network. The content is good for everyday client and professionals. Most recently, Anita Hill Moss. She is I hope I get this right, a cosmetic scientist. She's been in the industry a long time. She has business up in Virginia. She trains people, and she just did a webinar that was open to everyone, and I posted it on my page. You need to know. And what it was for parents, for mothers to learn. They could submit the list of the products that they're using for their children, and then she would analyze it to help you understand the percentage of toxicity in the product. But guess what? There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Everything we're talking about, there are alternatives and solutions for products you use on your hair, your scalp, your skin. They equipped us, those of us that got certified at the conference. October was the second time that they did it. They've been doing it ever since. They said, you know what? Again, the manufacturer's not paying attention to us, but we got to go to the front line. So from the front line, we have to go to the client. So dear client, stay tuned. You know, I don't have no regular schedule. I'm just going to impromptu, put it up here. I'm going to share everything I find. Hashtag, I care about my crown. You care about your crown? It's Mama Wanda. I love y'all. I do. And I appreciate my loyal clients of 12 years, which have been the ones to say, hey, we trust you. I can't leave them hanging. Peace out. I got to go. Bye. One last thing. If you want to stay abreast of what's happening, if you want me, will it be helpful for me to bring to you information, the latest and greatest? I will do that. What do you want to know? Okay? You wear crochet hair? You need suggestions on what's out there? They make it plant-based hair now. I found one company that have crochet curls. You know what I'm saying? Look now. I got some tips on how to check your products too. So look, hashtag, I care about my crown. If you're in agreement with receiving the information, I care about my crown. Hashtag. Long as one person do it, it's on. It's on. I care about my crown.